Could you survive 72 hours without power, water, or emergency services? Ordinary Europeans, not experts, not politicians, were asked exactly that question, and their answers will help change European policy. Stay with me, because what these people recommended is only half the story. The other half is how they got a seat at the table, and it goes all the way back to the birthplace of democracy. So, what did this group of 150 people like you and me actually recommend? Here are 3 proposals that I found the most interesting. Kati from Estonia proposed EU-wide guidelines on what to put in emergency backpacks.
Kriisiolukorras peaks 72-tunnine hädaolukorra varustus tagama põhilise ellujäämise. Varustus tuleks selgelt tutvustada osana laiemast valmisolekustrateegiast.
In practical terms, it should include water, food, warmth, and critical medicines. And when a crisis hits, authorities should get the kits directly to those most at risk. When crisis strikes, clear communication can save lives. That is why Pietro from Italy recommended a common European crisis language.
Per segnalare I punti di interesse in caso di crisi, per garantire la piena inclusione di tutte le categorie, persone con disabilità, anziani, persone a basso reddito, eccetera.
In practice, that means a common language made of pictograms, color coding, and sound signals. So a person with special needs in Portugal or a tourist in Poland could recognize the same warning and know what to do. Knowing what to do in theory is one thing. Being ready to act under pressure is another. For this reason, Julio from Romania suggested to open trusted community spaces where people can prepare before a crisis hits. These centers should
să distribuie materiale educaționale și truse de pregătire, exerciții practice pentru diferitele tipuri de crize.
It could be where families learn what to pack, where older people get practical support, and where communities rehearse what to do before the worst happens. And these are only 3 out of 20 recommendations. But here is a bigger question, actually 2 questions. Who made these recommendations, and why is the European Commission listening? The answer isn't a think tank. It isn't a government ministry. It's 150 ordinary people chosen to reflect European diversity. The idea isn't new. More than 2,000 years ago, in ancient Greece, citizens were also debating public affairs and helped shape political decisions. The European Citizens Panel is the same concept, but rebuilt for the 21st century. People of different ages, different backgrounds, and different levels of education from all 27 EU countries are brought together to study a topic, debate it, and hand their recommendations directly to the European Commission. Through 12 panels, over 2,000 ordinary citizens have already helped shape EU policy this way, on topics ranging from the EU budget and energy efficiency to food waste. One result is the revised Code of Conduct under the Digital Services Act, signed by major platforms including Facebook, TikTok, X, and YouTube. Another example is learning mobility. Citizens came up with 21 recommendations to help more Europeans study or train abroad. Democracy starts when people come together to discuss the issues that impact their lives. You can find all 20 recommendations from the last Citizens Panel and details on how participants were selected in the description below. And subscribe because the next panel is already underway, this time on democratic resilience.